What is wrong with the way Australia's run?
Well, we're a little bit lucky at the moment. We have a prime minister who's very much motivated by trying to help everybody, which should be the job of a politician, right?
Sure.
To improve the lives of the people that they represent. And he's kind of inherited, a conga line of stupidity that was going on, and he's trying to fix things. But of course, just the way things are reported, whatever, there's just haters on every corner. But he's a good man, and he's doing his very best, and he's, working extremely hard. But, he arrives off a plane the other day. He's just come back home from some very successful international meetings where he's established various trade things and opportunities and situations for Australia. Gets off the plane wearing a Joy Division T-shirt, right? Big band from his youth, and he's just a relaxed character, He's been wearing a suit and tie for weeks on the road. He's just walking off Australia's version of Air Force One in a Joy Division T-shirt. So the member of the opposition wanted to point out, and did so in Parliament, that Joy Division is a Nazi term and comes from a section of a particular camp where the women were prostituted, and that's why it was called the Joy Division. And it's like, okay, what's the point of that, right? We all know it's a band name. Okay? We know it's a band name, right? And just because you like the Rolling Stones doesn't mean that you want rocks to be falling on people. What are you fucking talking about? This whole stupidity. And that's what you're facing all the time. Picking up some pointless piece of minutiae and, lighting it on fire and making a smoke screen to cover up the reality of the fact that that Prime Minister just worked his ass off on behalf of the country and successfully achieved a bunch of things and should be patted on the back, not pushed down the stairs.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of that here too. That's
but there is a timidity. I think is probably the thing in terms of how Australia is run. Things like the gambling ads and stuff like that. Common sense would tell you this is not a good thing to allow. Put the timing of these ads back so kids are asleep or whatever. Don't let them read out the odds on the news. That you could fix that pretty quick. But that gambling section of the community is worth a lot of money, and people in positions of power